It was just today, while meeting in what we call the Interministerial Technical Committee for the transformation, the economic transformation of our country, we lamented that we still have not been utilizing the capacity for ICT development in the way that we would wish to do in this country, where change has become critical as we create a much more competitive environment for the future. We still we have not gone beyond the use of ICT from the public sector standpoint, beyond just the mere use of the facilities in government. We still have not been able to impact upon our people earning a living from ICT in the way that we expect it to be when we liberalized this sector some 10 years ago. Certainly, the convergence of ICT has much to do about developing a commonplace e-commerce environment supported by informatics and telematics. Of course, much also needs to be done in regards to education and training in these areas. But it is fully believed that the next 5 to 10 years could really see the emergence of a higher skilled labor force that could support the emergence of new industries in the sub-region as governments pursue greater diversification of their economies in support of sustainable social and economic growth and development. However, the evidence is clear that we are moving in that direction through the use of internet websites that offer the convenience of online purchases and bookings for various products and services within our various countries. In fact, if I may point to the tourism sector, it has been benefiting the most in this regard, as increasing numbers of hotel operators and providers of other services are using such facilities to directly interact with potential customers from around the world. For some, it is a critical marketing tool that has come as a result of the telecommunications liberalization in the OECS and our own subscription to the principles of what we call the universal service obligation, from which everyone, of course, must benefit. It is true that much of the hype and much of the activity that have been centered on the provision of cellular or mobile services, and most consumers would tell you that the competition works well for them. Certainly, a walk around any member country of the OECS, and it is hard to find someone without a cell phone. In fact, it may be hard to find someone without 2 cell phones. It could be also true that we have the basis upon which to build a much more robust information society, not just for the use of technologies and services, but also as a tool for income generation that I pointed out before in our emerging economies. For traditional and newer businesses alike, the full use of ICT can be of major benefit in terms of savings in time and, of course, financial resources. But at the same time, I remind you, it does reduce wastage of various sorts, and it does lift the levels of efficiency in the delivery of services and products to our customers or consumers. Therefore, I believe that we here in the OECS must move towards the full liberalization and the full realization of an ICT-based economy, particularly given our size, if we are to effectively compete in the global marketplace. This calls, for example, for fully functioning e-government and e-business services, both of which would lead to other developments in socio-economic life of our countries. In reaching out for the future, it is also important to look to the past and recognize the contributions of the various ministers responsible for telecommunications. I, in particular, will always remember the late Glendair, who was at the very beginning, seemed to have had so much knowledge, so much history, and had the vision and foresight to point us here in the right direction here in St. Kitts and Nevis. That is why we must express our appreciation to him and to the team of professionals who work so diligently to make the concept of ECTEL and the NTRCs work in a seamless manner. We must pay homage also to the people of the Caribbean for their full support. There is no doubt that there were significant challenges along the way, and there would be challenges, of course, in the future. I believe, however, that our continuing quest to work together within the OECS would definitely see us through these challenges of the future. If anything, I emphasize tonight, the creation of ECTEL is further proof that our sub-regional integration movement is alive and it is well. I look forward, therefore, to the celebration of future successes, safe in the knowledge of our commitment to each other as members of the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States. Best wishes to all. Thank you very much.